Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So before we begin this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. I think I have about maybe 245 videos, longer videos, and about 260 shorts dealing with different topics. And again, the shorts, I actually call them microbytes. And one of the things that I'm excited about is that I am actually starting to do smaller microbytes on Instagram. They're about 30 seconds long. It's like short and concise. And so if you want to connect with me on Instagram, like I said before, just type in @Back on Basics, and that will be me. Connect with me. I have some videos there. I make them shorter than the microbytes. So again, the microbytes are about a minute long. The super microbytes are about 30 seconds. And then my videos, my longer videos range anywhere from 8 minutes. And my last one, I just couldn't. I mean, it just took and it was about 26, 27, 28 minutes. But it has a lot of good information to help you. So if you have any topics, any questions, any ideas, if you want me to give you my take on something, put them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to create a video or respond to you. Thank you to all that have put comments in the comment sections. I've responded to you. I've made most of the videos that you have requested for. I still have a few that I'm still gonna do. So again, bear with me. I mean, I'm going through different topics. I have different things that I talk about each day. And I do have shorts in Spanish and in English, and I have longer videos in English. And then I will be making also videos in Spanish that are longer. And I've done that, and I started doing that, and it slows down. So I have to figure out my schedule and make sure so that way the Spanish speaking community can also have videos. Life balance, mind-body balance, and all of the other topics that I've talked about. So today what we're going to do is we're going to start, and I've talked about all of them, about the 5 no's. Know yourself, know others, know your higher power, know your goals, and know how to celebrate your goals. I've talked to them in videos as a group, right? And so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to start talking individually. So this video is about knowing yourself. And go back to all of my videos, because knowing yourself is to me, is very important in order for you to have mind-body balance. If you don't know yourself, there may be something that you're missing, that it's not helping you move forward, or it's not helping you get to where you want to get to when you want to get to. Again, remember what I said. Life is not a race. It's a marathon. Sometimes you have to jog a little bit. Sometimes you may have to walk a little bit. Sometimes, if you're hurt or if you're dealing with something, you may have to crawl a little bit. That's okay. And I'm saying it again. That's okay. Because you're still moving forward. I want you to be moving forward all the time. If you're going to fall, that's one of the sayings that I love. If you're going to fall forward. So that way you'll be looking at your goals. So that way you'll be looking at where you're heading. I mean, it's amazing that knowing yourself can make a big difference. I know that, some people think that this is all cliche and that these are all like the, I don't want to say the popular terminology right now or the popular terms, but you know what? Once you get to your basic foundation, these are the things that you need to get done in order for you to move forward, in order for you to find your motivation, in order for you to get to where you want to get to when you set out these goals. Remember, we talked about this, right? And I use myself as an example. I have to know when I'm mad, when I'm sad, when I'm, when I'm angry. when I don't feel like doing anything. You know, there's times where sometimes I don't feel like getting out of bed, but then I remind myself, right? Again, mental balance. I remind myself, and I think of the causes that I'm working towards, right? The videos that I'm making. These videos get me so motivated that it's great. It's awesome. Uh, it's amazing that an introvert can actually be motivated to be talking to a large audience. And thank you very much to I believe it's 191 or 192 subscribers. Again, slow and steady, right? Or let's do it this way. Slow and steady, right? And so it's like that. It's like that pebble, right? That you let it down that snowy mountain and eventually compacts and compacts with snow and snow. By the time it gets to some point, which usually is the middle, I'm assuming that that's the middle, then it has so much momentum and so much velocity that you're unstoppable. It's like moving forward, right? It's like moving ahead, making sure that you are doing what you love, right? Doing what you love. Look, I'm not bald by nature, but I shave. I shave. And I do it because I mean, it's one less thing that I have to think about in the morning, to be honest with you. I mean, right now that I'm working summer school at an elementary school, special education summer school, it's great. I just put on my sunscreen, right? And I do everything else. My beard, remember I shaved it off. It's coming in a little bit better, right? And so I trim it and make sure that it looks presentable, right? Because I am in a school setting. I wanna look my best. I want to be able to not only build relationships with the students, with the kids, but also build relationship with the parents, build a relationship with the general education teachers, build relationships with all the staff. I love the saying that says, and this goes back to knowing myself, treat a person with respect as if they were either a CEO or a janitor, because everybody deserves respect. Everybody deserves the same respect. That's the reason why I always talk about greeting somebody or saying hi to somebody or interacting with somebody, regardless of who you are, regardless of what you do, or regardless of what you don't do. You deserve the respect. And I'm going to show you the respect by letting you know that you deserve the respect. Everybody deserves respect. We all are different. And that's the reason why this video is following yesterday's video, because we are individuals. I mean, we see things differently. We look at things differently. We come up with solutions differently. I love the fact that I'm a teacher. And remember, I also teach online at University of Phoenix, which is great. So I teach adult psychology, then I teach special education, and I support people in special education activities at elementary schools. And it's great. And the thing that I love about this field is the time. I mean, before I used to be working like 60 plus hours a week, I wouldn't see my family as much. I mean, it was just interesting. And right now, summer's off if I choose to, winter, spring break, so many different holidays that we have off. It's the best thing for me, especially because I'm working towards growing this YouTube library, this YouTube channel, and give you as many different topics as I can, and then break them apart like I'm doing right now. This is going to be 5-part series, and break them apart, and then give you specifics about each part of those of that series. It's amazing. For me, this YouTube channel, me interacting with all of you, thanking you for the 192 subscribers right now. Making sure that I'm answering all the questions, making sure that I'm answering your private messages, because some of you have actually sent me private messages, and I'm happy to answer those private messages. Remember, I'm very happy to answer those private messages. Remember that if you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, you can do so on Facebook by searching for Carlos Flores Jr., on Instagram by typing in @BackOnBasics, and then on X by typing in @BackOnBasics. And so I'm more than happy. I've been interacting with some of you already, different social media outlets. And so again, sure that you're tuning into these videos. Make sure that you subscribe, right? Make sure that you get to this. And remember, and I've said this before, these videos are always going to be free. There's not going to be like a top membership, a paid membership, and a non-paid membership. Everything's going to be non-paid. These are going to be things that will help you. And how am I supposed to isolate? Why am I going to isolate some of the topics that are top paid, and with the other ones where everything blends with each other? You notice that these videos are like circle around the topics. Different topics come in and out. Similar topics come in and out, but it's like a circle, and it helps with the mind and body balance, right? Mind and body balance. And so getting to know yourself is the first important part. I've said this before. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Keep an eye on the timer, right? And then time, and look at how long it took you, if it does happen, for your gaze to move away. That's telling you that you're not okay with yourself. And I'm being honest with you. That tells you that you're not, there's something that you feel like you need to work on. And because you're looking at yourself and your gaze moves away at some point, it's actually saying, hey, you need to work on something. Let's look at what things you're working on and you're not working on, and which ones we need to make sure that we start, or we get started. And so that's an easy exercise to do. Use your support system. Remember, your support system can be very honest, sometimes brutally honest. If you can take that, great. If not, communicate with your support system and just say how you take things, right? I mean, some of us some of us take positive and negatives in different ways. And so by more communicating with your support system, the better they will help you get to where you want to get to. Remember that. And then mind-body balance, right? I think it all starts with a basic foundation and mind-body balance. Why? Because a basic foundation is going to build the things that you're going to be learning and strengthening, right? Strengthening. These are the pillars that are going to hold your foundational, your life foundational system that you're going to create, so that way you can move forward. And I'm giving you so many different videos so that way you can choose different pillars, so that way you can use some of the examples that I'm giving you, so that way you're able to be as balanced as you can, mind and body. Because mind and body, remember, one of the things that I do, I have to go to work. It's a little less than a mile and a half. So I can easily go to work by driving, but I choose not to. So during the summer, I walk to school, to my workplace, and then I come back. And that's about, I mean, honestly, it's close to 3 miles. I just walk a little bit more, and then it becomes 3 miles every day that I work, which is 5 times a day. Then during the weekend, then sometimes if I have time, then I do 6 miles. Again, right? Those are the things that will get your mind and body sharp. It could be that you go to the gym and lift weights, or you go, or you download an app, or you do things like a Peloton or some other stuff. I mean, again, you decide what works for you. You decide what you're going to need to do in order to move forward, in order to have a mind and body balance. This supercomputer's got to be sharp. And for it might take the only way that your mind is sharp and focused, it's in the present moment, in the here and now. So you have to make sure that, remember a few videos back, accept the past, whether it's good, neutral, or bad. Accept the past so you can move forward. There's something at some point that holds us back from doing things that we're supposed to be doing. And these are the things that we're supposed to be doing. These are not the things that we want to do. And we're still holding back the things that we want to do. But it have to accept the past. Good, neutral, bad. You have to accept it so that way you can move forward. It's amazing, right? You have all of your memories here, which are stored in different parts, right? And remember what I said, there's a memory, and there's also a memory tag that attaches to it. We have to figure out how to find the memory tag so that way we can, if you want to remember, right, then we'll be able to retrieve these memories from our mind that is sharp and focused, because it's in the here and now. And I'm being like a broken record, but it's true. It's very true. So, I mean, getting to know yourself also makes it so that you're constantly looking and assessing everything around. Why do you think I have gone through so many different jobs, so many different education that I've completed and I'm currently doing? It's finding yourself. You really have to find yourself. I wish I would have known this when I was younger, so that way I would have found myself a lot sooner. But you know what? It is what it is. I accept it. I accept my past. And guess what? I'm moving forward. I am moving forward. So those are the things that you have to take into consideration. I get it. Sometimes the past sucks, but it does for a reason. It's supposed to teach. It's supposed to say, hey, this is what happened. Don't do it again, or don't do a variation of it. But again, you have to accept it so that way you can move forward. So getting to know yourself is very important. And I know that I've done some videos that are shorter that I talk about this, but I want to make sure that I start with one of the basics foundations, which is getting to know yourself. By knowing yourself, you will know how to adapt. You will know how to bring in your support system. You will know how to connect with the village. You will know when you need to rest. You will know when you need to work longer. You will be open to so many things. So many things. Little things, big things. I challenge you. Get to know yourself. You really get to know yourself. Get to the point where you get uncomfortable knowing yourself, because there are some things that I know you regret doing or you regret not doing. I have some, and I'm working through them, and a lot of them I have accepted and they've moved on. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. If you want to ask a question, suggest a topic, put it in the comment section. I'll be happy to give you my take on it. If you want to connect with me in other social media outlets, on Facebook, search for Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, type in @BackOnBasics. On X, type in @BackOnBasics. So getting to know you is a foundation. Getting to know you is a way of life. Because you start to get to know yourself, you will see the positives and the negatives that you have. And honestly, they can work towards moving you forward, or accepting the past, and then you move forward. Remember, I will leave you with this. Life is not a race. It's a marathon, right? Remember, it's you who makes the decisions. It's you who moves forward. It's you who gets advice from your support system. It's you who decides what you want to work on, when you want to work on it, and how fast you want to get there. Back on basics.